You know when you just watch someone play and they love it.
Yeah.
And you can see it in his eye, you just wanted it so much. Obviously got beat in the semi-final, but
Good golf is good golf.
they talk about just like lapping up that week, right?
Yeah.
Just enjoying the moment. And it's such a massive learning curve for anybody being in that situation.
Welcome back to the Centre Strike podcast, guys. We are 2 weeks out from the Open, so myself and Tom are going to dive into a little bit of an Open preview. We're going to cover Dan Brown's win last week. We're going to look into the course at Portrush and some of the guys who are doing final qualifying, Tom. So we'll start with Dan Brown.
Amazing win, wasn't it?
Very good, very good. Some solid golf as well.
Win number 2.
I think he had 3 bogeys over the course of all 4
whole tournament.
rounds. Yeah, so very impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Emotional win for him as well.
It looked like he had a close friend that
passed away. Yeah,
but,
so no, it was good to see. Great swinger of the club, by the way.
Mate, see between him and Jordan Smith as the last 2 golfers, they're just
It's hard to beat them swings.
Tee Green, both of them were phenomenal.
Yeah, really good. Dan practices down at TFA a wee bit as well, and you get to see him. He does swings it pretty pure. It's very simple, like, you know.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Not up and down the line, and
can go wrong with it. Right, Tom. So, Dan Brown, Jordan Smith again, second.
So unfortunately, he was second last year as well against Ewan Ferguson, who pipped him. But it was interesting because the last few holes they were neck and neck, and Jordan had a putt on 17 from about 15 feet. And I just thought if he'd hold that, he'd taken it back to 1 going in the last.
Yeah.
And
it was a fast start by both of them, wasn't it?
They were both for under 9 holes.
Yeah. I thought, I was like, talk about nerves. What nerves? Do you know what I mean?
And Dan, he came out and birdied the first 2 holes.
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
What a golf swing though, by the way.
No, it is good, man. It is good. And live golfer, David Puig,
yeah. Some of the drives he hit around that golf course was it was off the charts far.
He's got a bit of Sergio about him. That kind of skinny frame and just gets it out there.
Yeah.
It's
ball speed was up to like high 180s.
Yeah, he's one to watch. Like, he's definitely one to watch. So after the conclusion of that event, top 10 outside the race of Dubai who are already exempt on the PGA Tour. As it stands, you've got Laurie Cantor at number 1, Martin Kuvra.
Let's talk about him for a quick sec.
Kuvra.
Yeah.
People are comparing his swing to McIlroy a wee bit. You see that?
Well, his coach said he's modelled the whole move off McIlroy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Aye.
He's grown up going, I want to swing it like McIlroy.
Didn't know that.
But what a talent, by the way.
Yeah, it looks very impressive.
At his age, it's one to keep an eye out for.
He'd be one to watch at the Open, like. One to watch. And you've got Christopher Ritten, John Parry up there. Go on, John. Haotong Lee.
Yeah.
Good old Haotong. Jordan Smith, the flusher. Dan Hillier, Adrian Sadier. Good win for him as well a couple of weeks ago.
First one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Sean Norris and the big hitting Marco Penge. So, interesting stuff.
So I think that's 26 events down out of the 42. So that's, as it stands, that's be the guys that would take the PGA Tour.
And just sitting outside there, 11th, 12th and 13th, you've got Dan Brown, Rasmus, Norgard Pedersen and Nakajima. So, yeah, not too
3
far
good players just on the cusp there.
Isn't it amazing? Like, no disrespect to any of the guys, but like John Parry's not a name that many people would have heard of, and he's currently sitting in 4th position for a PGA Tour card.
Unbelievable.
But it's just, I think only in golf that kind of stuff can happen,
Yeah.
It's great to see because obviously he had the struggles before on and off, and now he's back and he's doing really well last year.
He had such a good year on Challenge Day, didn't he?
Yeah. No, it's and then Haotong as well. He's back.
Yeah.
He's back up there flying.
He's just kind of there each week, and I watched a bit of him over the weekend, and he's just playing with this like cut and fade and everything. Every single shot was pretty much shaped that way.
Fairway finders. Do you think You obviously got the top 10 there. Who do you think's going to move? Who do you think's going to stay? Do you think that's pretty solid, that top 10? Do you think Dan, Rasmus or Nakajima will sneak in?
It's interesting. I've not seen much of Dan Hillier recently.
It'd be good if Marco Penge got a card, eh?
He's been playing so well, mate. So well.
He's
It's
another
interesting.
one.
Tee to green, he came out and said, like, I've been feeling amazing about it, but his putters really let him down. Same at US Open. Yeah, I think his putting kind of let him down there. But
Yeah, the strokes gained and stuff. Yeah, I remember you saying. But like, it would be good to see somebody again like Marco, who's only just been around for the last year or two, really, up on DP, and then top 10,
amazing,
getting a PGA Tour card,
Yeah.
and Dan Brown as well. He obviously done very well at the Open last year.
Yeah, he was leading after run, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he played with Scheffler in the last round.
Yeah.
So no, it'd be good to see.
It's interesting to see how that's shaping up. But those three right on the cusp: Dan Brown, Pedersen, and Nakajima. I think they're definitely.
Wouldn't surprise you if Nakajima got a card.
He's so talented.
Yeah, he's good. He played at Creek, didn't he? He won the
Asian Pacific. Yeah. Guy's an absolute robot. But
right, Tom. Final Open qualifying.
what a day that is! The longest day in golf, to say, obviously, right? But
Gotta say, it's a great event. That
yeah,
I think we're gonna need to tee it up next year, Tom.
I'll give it a bash.
Gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna give it a bash.
The talent in the field this year was incredible, wasn't it?
Really good. Like former world number 1, Lee Westwood.
Ian Poulter.
Ian Poulter, yeah.
And his son was playing as well. Luke Poulter, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was cruising, by the way.
I think he shot 5 or 6 under first
He was
round.
5 under first round, mate, I think he was, yeah. And then I think he shot 4 over coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you see the crowd out watching Peter Finch?
Yeah.
He had this boy on the Instagram story filming everything, the whole round. I actually think he done pretty well.
Well, he won the regional qualifier, didn't he? Or came tied first.
Yeah, seen that, yeah. Brilliant.
Incredible.
Absolutely brilliant. A couple of the boys we need to give a little shout out to. So especially from JGE, like George Bluer and Curtis Snipes. Very, very good.
You've played with these guys, haven't you?
We play 500 club back at JG. I mean, played a lot with Curtis Snipes. He played in the Open 2019.
It was a cool story, right? Was he about 18 years old when he?
18 years old, yeah. So basically, I'm sure Curtis doesn't mind me saying this, but he was very good at a very young age, and he still is. But last year to 18 months, he said, even on TV on Sky Sports when he was getting interviewed, it's been a real struggle. And I've played a lot with him over the last few months, and it has been a bit of a struggle. And then you can see the last few months is getting a little bit better. But yeah, great to see him back, especially in a field like that.
Big stage.
It doesn't get better, does it? It just doesn't get better. So yeah, boys, we'll be rooting for you. So good luck.
So you had George Bluer as well, who
if you're talking about good swingers of the golf club,
I've seen it, really good.
George Bluer's
really
up there. Premier League footballer, Jimmy Bullard, see?
He reached out to him, didn't he?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But George was obviously played Clutch Tour,
yeah,
leading Order of Merit to 2023, and now playing on Challenge Tour this year. So
he played that Challenge Tour event. I played that at
Zora.
Alzora.
Yeah.
And he was leading. I think he shot. He was really good score anyway.
George was, yeah.
Yeah, he was a proper swinger of the golf club.
Yeah.
Proper. So it wouldn't surprise. It doesn't surprise that he's doing these things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I think he was saying it's a childhood dream to play at the Open. So fair play to you.
Isn't it just an amazing opportunity for even Challenge Tour guys to be in amongst Lee Westwoods, Ian Poulters, and having that chance to play in the Open? But
it's brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing.
It'd be good if there was a few more opportunities like that.
Yeah.
What would you do, right? If you qualified for the Open, what would your next steps be? If you went to Open qualifying next year and qualified, and let's say you made the cut in the Open, what would you do?
They talk about just lapping up that week, right?
Yeah.
Just enjoying the moment, but. And it's such a massive learning curve for anybody being in that situation. And
would you feel like you want to give it a shot? Would you be willing to leave leave your job and like, you know, give it a bash?
I'd say so. I think if you're good enough to qualify in open qualifying against these guys, you'd have to. You'd have to.
Yeah. You know, you always go back to as well. I always remember, I think Justin Rose was saying to Mansell that time, good golf's good golf.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if it's there, it can be, you can find it, you know? Good golf is good golf.
Yeah. Just a matter of stepping up to the occasion and
that's it, yeah.
You know, see if you can...
You got the balls for it.
Exactly, that's it, yeah.
You know, I think Curtis was saying on the TV that he didn't know where he was coming down the last couple of holes.
Oh, really?
So I think he said he thought he knew he was in with a shout, but wasn't too sure. And he definitely didn't know. I think he was actually first and then second, and then he might... Yeah. I mean, what would you want to do in that position? Would you want to know where you're at?
See, I've gone through both scenarios where I've looked at leaderboards and not. And there's one time that I didn't look at it and I was gutted that I didn't. I wanted to know. Yeah. I think I'd need to know.
I think I'm one of them guys that needs to know.
I think I need to know,
yeah. Some other tales from open qualifying, Tom?
Danny Young.
Brilliant.
Playing really well on Challenge Tour this year. Last few weeks, he's just been trending and being top, you know, top 3s, top 5s, top 10s. And cool story that he, back in 2015, lost out to Bob McIntyre in the Scottish Amateur at Muirfield.
Is that right?
Yeah. So now he's obviously playing amongst them.
He's attached to King's Barnes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's good to see these boys doing well.
Yeah. Again, just another one of them, like talented guy, but you put him in, you know, give him a chance to, you know, go and qualify. It's an amazing achievement. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. Let's. Who's your man that's chipped in here?
The Estonian.
Yeah.
Richard Tedder.
Mate,
what a story. So I watched a bit of him in the British Am. I think he lost in the semi-final.
Okay.
And you know when you just watch someone play and they love it.
Yeah.
And you can see it in his eye, he just wanted it so much. Obviously got beat in the semi-final, but even on his 36th hole, he made double bogey to go into that playoff with Sam Bairstow. And obviously
he's doubled the last.
He's doubled the last to so if you think he bogeyed it or parred it, he's qualified. So for him it was with Sam Bairstow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he left himself 50, 60 yards and he's holed it, which was just, you know, what a way to...
Did you see it?
Incredible.
Absolute scenes, eh?
Yeah. The best part, I think, is caddies picked him up.
Yeah.
And he's like throwing him around. And I just thought that was... Right, one more qualifier, which I think stood out, which was Jacob Skov Olesen from Denmark.
Yep.
Interesting story. So he won the British Am 2024, played at Royal Troon, but then instead of staying as an amateur and playing in the Masters and the US Open, he turned pro.
What's he doing? What is he doing?
He's obviously got...
Can we just like explain to the viewers a second? Repeat that, Tom, because he's won the amateur championship.
Yeah.
And with that, you get to play at the Masters.
Correct. And the US Open.
But instead of doing that, he's decided to turn professional and forfeit his exemption.
Now that we're talking about this, I'd love to know who has done that. Because most guys that I know have stayed amateur to play in the Masters, right?
So obviously, he's maybe been offered some sort of money, like management deal, whatever, right? And they said, like, we'll give you X amount of starts. That's usually what happens, right? But I mean, come on. The Masters, US Open, like what?
He's turned that down, yeah.
So hard to turn that down. I
that being said, he must have a mindset of thinking, you know, down the line, he's good enough to go play in it.
Definitely, yeah. He's obviously very confident, which is great, by the way, Jacob, which is great. We're just a bit... We're just clearly not as good as you, and our aspirations aren't quite as high as yours, but yeah.
Usually you'd bite your hand off to get a Masters invite, wouldn't you?
I know. Right, Tom. Live golfers. Record number 19 live golfers are playing in this Open.
I was looking at this, I'm going, how have 19 live golfers qualified? But there's a number of different avenues that you can now obviously get into the Open. Number one being past champion. So you've got a few past champions in there, being Henrik Stenson, Cam Smith, Louis Oosthuizen. But it's really interesting to see that there's, let's say, different avenues to get in, being through Asian Tour as well.
Patrick Reed booked his spot in Macau via a runner-up finish through the Open qualifying series.
It's an Open qualifying series, yeah.
I mean, come on. Asian Tours International Series, Macau by 3 shots, book his place. Carlos Ortiz, so he's won it. That's kind of reasonable.
So you've got the top 3 qualifying, and the Open qualifying series were all live golfers. So Patrick Reed, Carlos Ortiz, and Jason Kokrak.
You know the interesting one that stands out there? Dustin Johnson, it's his last year of exemption. And for me, he's kind of chucked the towel in already. I mean, he's not been doesn't come across that interested.
Nah, not at all. But so, off the back of that Masters win, you get 5 years.
Yeah,
Patrick Reed had the same as well.
Yeah.
But obviously he had to go through the Open qualifying series to get in this year.
And Sergio Garcia, top 5 order of merit, live. Good to see him back in it.
Yeah. He was playing in Germany just last the weekend there.
Yeah.
Missed the cut, but...
So was Martin Keimer.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
I think he got an invite.
Yeah, he would have done, yeah. But no Martin Keimer in the field, eh?
No.
I mean, there's 19 live golfers, you'd expect his name to be there.
But they're making it more and more accessible now for these guys to get in. Like top 5 in the order of merit for live golf get in, and then really interesting one as well though. So you've got Tom McKibben and Joaquin Niemann.
Yep.
And they were exempt from being the top 25 players on DP World last year.
Yeah. Joaquin Niemann 25th in the race to the Dubai rankings.
So that got him. Again, that's a route that they can take.
You know, looking at that list there, right? Like, obviously they're live golfers, but like when you've got the likes of Hatton there, like, you know, he's played a bit of DP and he's actually done well. Do you know what I mean? And won.
Yeah.
John Rahm's done all right as well, but yeah, it's a bit surprising to see the older guys in there like Stenson and Westwood and stuff. You know, even DJ, like, you just don't see him anymore competing in these things.
He's definitely taking the foot off the gas, isn't he?
100%. Anyway, going into Royal Portrush, Tom.
Do I say that again?
What a venue! What a venue!
You've been, haven't you?
Yes, played it. Brilliant, loved it. It's one of my favourites. Always gets thrown into the conversation when you're in Northern Ireland. What's better, Royal County Down or Royal Portrush? It's a question you always get asked.
What would you say?
I mean, County Down's ranked better. They're 2 totally different golf courses.
Are they?
So it's like you can't rank them.
Can't compare them.
Yeah, can't compare them.
Yeah.
I personally love playing County Down. I think County Down's amazing. But when I went to Portrush, I thought it was incredible.
Really?
We had such a good day for it as well. Really good day. No, brilliant.
The only open venue in Ireland.
Yeah, surprising that. So talk us through what we've got on the old rotation of venues here, Tom.
So I was in my homework actually, and 4 in Scotland. So I've been Royal Troon, Carnoustie, St Andrews, and Muirfield.
What's your favourite out of those 4?
I've never played Muirfield.
Same. I've played all the other ones. I've not played Muirfield. Carnoustie is my favourite there.
Really?
Love Carnoustie. Love it.
Well, I grew up like 10 minutes down the road from there. I've played it a number of times. It's I think the last 3 holes there, 16, 17, 18, they're built for the Open.
How hard is 16 the par 3?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
250 when it's into the wind.
There's a plaque as well on the tee box. You see the plaque?
Yeah.
Tom Watson.
Hitting.
I think he said it's the hardest par 3. But if you miss it, like
it's like an upturned saucer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's do you remember playing our tournament back there? Like it was Carnoustie Challenge on the Tartan Tour.
Yeah.
And you're like 16, 17. He's
got the burn.
Got the burn going in and out. And we actually played it with the grandstands up. Were you playing that tournament?
No, I didn't play that one.
It was brilliant, man. Started with a birdie. I thought, here we go. You shot about 80.
But like even the 18s, like the drama, obviously that Van de Velde and all the opens there have been brilliant. Garcia and Podrick Harrington winning there.
Yeah, Paddy got a bit lucky there. I remember that year. Yeah. He was on the Bridges ball, wasn't it?
Was it his tee shot?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I remember him talking about was it his third or fourth shot into the last hole? It was the Open Chronicles.
Yeah.
And he must have had 30, 40 yards, and he described hitting that chip shot. And he said he was like a kid in that moment, and he's hit this chip shot, and in his head he's going, watch it spin, when I'm describing that. And again, one of those like nippers was stopped.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Paddy's one of my favourite golfers. I love him. So good.
Won it twice. Podrick Harrington, what a boy. So yeah, that's your venues in Scotland. So 5 in England: Royal Liverpool, Birkdale, Lotham St Anne's, and St George's. But it's interesting, only 10 venues now on the rotation. Considering all the courses you've had in the past, even Turnberry, obviously been controversially, Trump's place is not there anymore.
I think that's going to turn into an open venue, isn't it?
I remember Monty talking about that. Like, it needs to be back on there.
Yeah. I mean, you've got 10 venues on rotation there, but we're not stuck, are we? You know?
No.
You've got a lot of very, very good golf courses. Yeah. Portrush, 64 bunkers on the course. It's the lowest number of sand traps on the open rota. Who's that going to suit, Tom?
Good drivers.
Correct.
I think fairway guys who hit the fairways this week, a couple of weeks, will do very well. So,
and the course this year is being extended to 7,401 yards for 2025.
Let's talk about this, right? Length and the rollback of the golf ball, because I think it's such an interesting topic. Because you've got a guy. Some of these par fours are 500 yards, right? Mm-hmm. You put that into wind.
Yeah. A
lot of the field will really struggle to get there in 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that these guys, they've trained, the DeChambeaus, all these guys have trained to hit the ball further, but I don't see any benefit to rolling it back.
No, definitely. I think that's
and it makes, I don't know about you, right? But I'd rather watch a guy hit a wedge shot in from 100 yards, the ball dance around the flag, versus someone hitting a 7 or 6 iron into the middle of the green.
Yeah, correct.
It's less exciting that way, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you've got like the odd exception of the US Open where the scoring's difficult. Like, that's okay, like once or twice a year, and and they are struggling, but you want to see them hitting good shots. Yeah. And the chance of hitting good shots from 6 iron distance versus a wedge distance is, let's talk about the Irishman who I think might do pretty well this week, Shane Lowry.
Think he'll go
2019 winner, 15 under.
Yep.
What do you think, Tom?
I mean, that victory he had last time was, I think being Irish, right, and having that Irish crowd, I think it's a different beast to even being in Scotland. I think there's definitely that bit more like passion and noise behind them.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just thought that obviously being in the last group with Tommy, 99% of the crowd would have wanted Shane to win that weekend, right?
Yeah.
But
if it blows as well, and it was pumping last time, 2019, you remember? Mm-hmm. And he's at 59 out of the 72 greens.
Is that number one? I think it was number one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, number one. Yeah.
79% of greens in reg. And then obviously he was battling out with Tommy.
Yeah.
After, I was obviously working at the academy, you get a lot of people asking, right? What do you think Tommy's going to do next, right? When's his next win going to come? Is he going to win? You get that all the time. And see, when you see somebody who, like, you see it every day how hard he works, right? It's just a matter of time, in my opinion, right? Now, I was saying there, like, just because he's not won a PGA Tour event, right? Who's to say that he wouldn't go and win a major, like the Open? Yeah. But like, if you think about it, if imagine Tommy wins this Open, like, nobody's going to be like astonished. They're going to be like, oh well, we maybe thought maybe Scotty or Rory, but Tommy's an outside bet, but nothing crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? I think like something like this could definitely
Do you know
happen.
that thing with McIlroy, we talked about this, where almost every major, it was like, is he going to win this one? Is he going to win this one? There's almost that element to Tommy now where, not maybe quite at the same level, but there's that expectation of going, when's that time going to come? And I think he probably wants it so bad. His time, and he's good enough. His time will come.
Well, that's the thing. He's good enough, and you've got the right work ethic. It's just a matter of when, not if. Do you know what I mean? And like, you got to remember, he's been beating playoffs already on the PGA Tour, right? Your man hold like from 80 feet or whatever it was to beat Tommy. Like, there's luck obviously you need, but he's been unlucky a couple of times.
I think he'll need that. You'll need that little bit of luck to get it done.
Well,
but like
so
everyone does,
so far he's had no luck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, time will come where something like that happens. In my opinion, I think it wouldn't surprise me if he wins a big one before he wins a PGA Tour.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So we will see. Right, Tom, talk us through who performed well there last time.
Well, we touched on Tommy obviously finishing second.
Yep.
Tony Finau.
Jeez, I wouldn't have known that.
I think that past Opens and performances leading up to the Opens can be really important.
Yeah.
So even Lee Westwood came fourth last time. Koepka was up there. Ricky Fowler, Tyrrell Hatton, Bob Mack tied sixth.
Look at the amount of live golfers here.
John Rahm,
Reed, Hatton, Koepka, Westwood. Yeah, Westwood.
Back in 2019, but
yeah.
I think Ryan Fox will be...
That's a great shout, by the way. That is a great shout. The boy's absolutely flying.
Do you not think he's obviously won PGA Tour this year? I think he's massively underrated.
They not win twice? Won twice in the PGA Tour.
But twice this year?
Yeah. He won like 2 in space of a month.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
But I think, massively underrated.
Open, right?
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Tommy finishing second again. You just think how many times until he gets it done.
Well, that takes us on to who missed the cut last time.
Big names, right?
McIlroy.
Do you remember his opening tee shot?
Out of bounds.
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of bounds left. I do remember that. Yeah, there was so many people going up the fairways there. The crowd was massive as well.
Imagine the pressure he's feeling though on that first tee.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Rory McIlroy does not feel the pressure like that. No.
I think he will.
No.
Home expectation.
He's
Mate, shot.
He's far too experienced for him to let first tee nerves rattle him.
You look at Tiger. He had first tee nerves. Amount of times he hit his opening tee shot out of bounds or in water.
You're right, but no, no, not having it. Not having it.
I think he's human. He's got every person in that town rooting
That's not
for
why
him.
he shoots 81. He's not nervous in that way.
On the first tee, he will be. He's human.
That's not why he hit it out of bounds.
That's part of it.
Bad swing, telling you, in my opinion.
Bad swing and a bit of nerves, I reckon.
Jason Day as well. Jason Day, Bryson DeChambeau, Neiman, Matsuyama missed the cut.
See, I'm thinking back to Royal Troon last year. There was guys on one side of the draw versus the others that got lucky with the weather. And I think that is such a massive factor this year.
Always, yeah, especially in like an open venue, yeah, or Scottish Open, whatever it is.
If you're on the wrong side of the draw, it could really hurt you, right? And again, that's that bit of luck. I think these guys need to win it.
100%. So
it'd be interesting.
Debutants, Tom, talk us through the debutants.
Yeah, so guys have qualified. First Open, Martin Curva, we touched on earlier. Harry Hall had a great year on
playing
PGA
good,
Tour.
eh? Playing good.
He potential Ryder Cupper. If he performs well, never know in the next couple of months.
You're right. You never know. Andy plays all his golf in America, so that's a bonus for Luke Donald.
Yeah, maybe a bit early, but we'll see. Max Grisman, statistically very good. Nicholas Norgaard's the big hitting Danish golfer. So he got in on the.
Is that his debut? Has he not played though?
Not the Open. Yeah, so he got in on the top 10, the DP from last year. Andrew Novak played quite well on PGA Tour this year. In fact, really well. And then your US Open winner, JJ Spawn, playing his first British Open.
His first and not his last after that nice exemption he'll get.
Yep.
Good to see. It'd be good to see him do well. He's.
Well, you'd think after a performance like he had at the US Open, you'd think he'd kick on and do quite nicely. And again, it's just different environment though, different, weather, arguably the same, but grass types and links type shots. I think it'll be interesting to see how he navigates that. But
yeah, a big thing you said there, it is so dependent on like your side of the draw. When you're at a British Open, like you can get literally one bad day, bad afternoon of the weather, bad morning of the weather. You do need a bit of luck, don't you? Definitely.
I think it was the Saturday last year. I think I remember that at Troon, and it was Lowry went out last with, can't remember who it was, but the weather was horrendous. I was walking the course that day, and it was that bad. I've actually gone home early. It was that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going, so hopefully the weather's not too bad.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
All right, Tom. Well, predictions then. That brings us on to predictions. Let's start with your top American. Who are you going for?
I'm going to go for Colin Morikawa.
Safe bet that.
He, Tate Green, he's been unbelievable.
Yep.
His putting's let him down. I think he's outside the top 100 in strokes gains for putting. However, I think being a past Open champion, new caddy on the bag this week, Billy Foster. Could be very influential to his...
Very experienced caddy as well.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that at that level, No,
that's his second caddy change this year.
Seen that, yeah.
Which I thought was quite interesting. But
And then your top European, Tom?
I have to go with Bob Mack.
Bob Mack, yeah?
Yeah. Again, I just think we've talked about this before, but he's on that path of performing at the top level. Between him and I had in mind of Tyrrell Hatton as well, but I just think Bob will be right up there. I think the course I think the shot shaping around that course is so important. Yeah. I think he's got every shot in the bag, doesn't he, to go and play.
Definitely. No, it'd be good to see him do well. A top live golfer?
John Ram.
John Ram, yeah.
Yeah. He won Irish Open, I was at Portmarnock. But I just think being, past good experiences in Ireland and playing well, I think every other event he's played in live, he's been top 10 this year. So he'll be up there for sure.
I'm going to ask your top amateur for the silver medal.
It was a hard one. I watched a lot of the British Am, and that Ethan Fang won it. Every single shot he hit was cut. He was amazing, but I just think, given it's not home advantage, but Conor Graham, young Scottish lad, I think he'll be. I think he'll be up there. Played Walker Cup, St Andrews. I think he was 18 when he played that. But I think such a talent up and coming. So one to watch, I think.
Big name to miss the cut.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Really?
He missed the cut last year. And he's talked about Portrush. There was an article that I read, and he didn't like the course. And I just don't think you can overpower that place. I think you've got to be really smart off the tee and be a bit more strategic, but that's my controversial.
Outside bet?
We've touched on him already, but I think Ryan Fox will be up there. Played well there last time, 2019, and like I said, I think he's so underrated.
See if you've got, if we put like the top 10 golfers in the world, like we talk about like Rory, we throw Bob in there, we throw Scheffler in there, John Ram, Fleetwood. If it's pumping with wind, who's going to fall away from that category of competing? Like, are the Americans like Scheffler going to fall away, or Rory going to fall away?
Scheffler is, out of all the Opens, Scheffler has struggled the most at the Open.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you think about guys who can like really control a golf ball in wind, I mean, Lowry's a perfect example, isn't he? He's got that ability to flight a 3-wood, a driving iron, and keep it under the wind. But you think the guys that hit the ball high, arguably like a Ludwig Aberg.
Even like Aberg and like, honestly, mate, like see Rory, like obviously he can definitely flight the golf ball, no question. When was the last time he done well in wind? You know, when has he really been up there at the Open?
He really struggled last year at Troon in the wind. I remember watching his first few holes, like howling into the wind, and it was so hard. But yeah, he visibly struggled for sure. I'm
similar to, going back to the predictions here. I'm kind of similar to what you were saying. Top American Colin Morikawa. Be interesting to see how he does at the Scottish Open. Especially with Billy Foster on the bag as well.
Yep.
That could be a good little combination. That
interesting, right? Also, Billy's been there and
done it all.
He's done it all. Been on the bag for Matt when he won his US Open, right? So
yeah. Seve as well.
Yeah.
Done Seve back in the day.
Some cool stories from there. Yeah.
Some great stories, eh? European, I'm going to go Tommy Fleetwood.
He's got fire in the belly, I reckon.
Fire in the belly, Mr. Fleetwood, I agree. Top live golfer, Tyrrell Hatton. Would not surprise me if Tyrrell Hatton.
I was tied between those two, but
top amateur, I'm going to go Cameron Adam. So Cameron won the St Andrews Links Trophy a few weeks ago, and won the Scottish Amateur last year. I think it was at Dornoch. I think it was.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually played with him a couple of years ago. Left-handed.
He's playing over in the States, isn't he, at college?
Yeah. He's mentored by Bob Mack. They've got like a kind of mentorship program.
Okay.
With Bounce.
Oh, they the management. Yeah.
They did back then anyway. So he was saying. So I think that's quite cool. Bob will probably put his arm around him this week. You know.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see him
quite
do well.
a few young Scottish lads playing. Obviously, Danny Young and Bob.
Yep.
Connor. Missing the cut.
Missed cut. I hope it's not true, but I think he's been off the boil the last few weeks, on the course and off the course, Rory McIlroy.
I think so.
Mate, I don't know what it is. You can see his whole demeanour. See, since he's won the Masters, just something's not quite...
ticking.
Yeah, you know. So, we'll see. Hopefully it's not the case. We'll see.
I think you'll go one way or the other. I don't think
that's very much the way it is for him just now, yeah. Outside bet, Jason Day.
Cool,
he's
like
starting to trend pretty good. So there's clothes. Seen his clothes?
The Malbon. It's a Malbon, isn't it?
You see the stuff he was wearing yesterday?
I like it though.
It's decent, eh? He had like I thought he was going to the beach party.
Yeah.
He had the two-piece on, screamer.
It's the baggy trousers, isn't it?
Right, Tom, I've got a little game for you,
just
to wrap up. The Open at Portrush, I want you to tell me between one or two golfers. I will give their names. Quick fire questions. You've got to choose which one you think will perform better.
Let's go.
Okay. Aberg or Hatton?
Hatton.
Fleetwood or Rose?
Fleetwood.
DeChambeau or Ram?
Ram.
Scheffler or Rory?
Scheffler.
Schauffele or Day?
Schauffele.
It's a tricky one. Bob Mack or Lowry?
Bob Mack.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you so confident?
Yeah, I'm so confident.
Are you?
Yeah.
Lowry, come on, surely.
I just think that, go on, we'll talk about it
after. Dan Brown or Marco Penge?
Dan Brown.
Cameron Adam or Conor Graham?
I'm going to stick with my pick, Conor Graham.
And the boys from JGE, Curtis Snipes or George Bloor?
I don't know the two boys that well, right? But based on how I saw George swing it the other day, I'm going to say George.
Okay, interesting.
Purely from how good his swing was.
So you think Bob Mack's going to do better than Lowry?
The reason I've said that, right? I was actually watching some of Shane. He's been at the Open this week at Portrush.
Yeah.
And he put his hands up. He was like, look, I'll forever be happy that I've been here. I've done it. I've won it. Like, doesn't get any better than that. And I just think that they're at two different stages in their career, right? Where I think Bob is chasing his first major. And I just think that to Shane, okay, it's an important week and you'll obviously want to do well, but I just think Bob's time is coming soon. I think he'll beat him this week.
Do you think Bob Mack will win a major in the next 2 years?
The next 5.
Do you think Shane Lowry will win a major in the next 2 years?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
The reason I say that, no disrespect to Shane at all, but his performances this year haven't been great in majors.
Okay.
He obviously missed the cut, US Open, PGA, and the Masters. He didn't do great either. I think he just struggled a little bit. So that's why I think Bob will.
It would be good to see Bob do well. It's an interesting little lineup. That's a good little. Curtis and George will be good cracks. Here in the group chat will be neck and neck.
Yeah.
Even Dan and stuff. Yeah, it'll be good to see the boys do well. One thing that I remember Mansell saying to me, he said that like when the wind blows, Dan Brown is one of the best golfers you'll ever see.
The reason I said Dan as well, statistically off the tee, he hits fairways. I don't think you've got to be overly long to do well there. I think if you just hit the fairways and tee to green, I think he'll do well there. I think Marco, again, he's been amazing, but you just think if the wind's up and he's got so much power, right, 2 or 3 degrees or 1 or 2 degrees out, you potentially in a bit of trouble. But I just thought that performance he had that weekend there was so impressive.
Aberg's going under the radar.
Yeah. Well, he's not performed great in the majors this year.
So we've done our predictions for like top American and all that, but who's going to win? You can give me 2 names that are going to win, either him or him. I've got my 2.
I've got my 2 as well.
Go on.
I go John Ram.
Right.
Or Bob Mack.
Is that your 2?
Yeah.
Justin Rose or Tommy Fleetwood will win the Open at Portrush.
I agree with Tommy, but much as I love Justin.
Justin Rose is trending.
He's not played great in the majors this year. Other than that, okay, Masters, yes. But the last...
Okay.
The last few weeks, he's... again, I think you're probably right. You may be right.
I think he'll do quite good.
He came second last year, didn't he? Royal Trin.
He did actually. He kind of had a late charge, to get up there. Right, okay, Tom. That
was good. And we'll be there as well.
We will be there. Yes, we will be at the Portrush Monday to Sunday, won't we? Or Tuesday to Sunday.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it? All right. Wednesday.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
We're going to get a couple practice rounds in with the boys.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thanks very much for watching the Centre Strike Podcast Open Preview. Please follow us on all of our social media, subscribe and like all that kind of stuff, guys. That was Tom?
Love it.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
See you later.